Old Tom Brown moved toward the sound, his massive frame casting a long shadow over the frosty ground. He knelt down a slow, creaking movement for a man his size, and peered into the hollow of the ancient oak roots. There she was. Sugar looked up, her piercing blue eyes wide with terror, her tiny body shivering so hard it shook the dead leaves around her. She let out one more desperate, raspy meow. "Well, look at you," Tom rumbled, his voice dropping to a low, gentle hum. "Ain't much bigger in a minute, are ya?" He reached out a hand that was nearly as wide as her entire body. Sugar hissed a tiny, fierce sound, but she was too cold to run. Tom didn't grab her. He just left his hand there, palm up, letting the heat from his skin radiate toward her. The petite Siamese kitten crawled forward until she was huddled right in the center of his giant palm. Tom carefully tucked her into the bib of his faded overalls, right against his chest. "Let's get you home, little bit." As Tom stepped out of the timber and onto the gravel road leading back toward Three Brothers, he saw Rosemary standing on the porch of the general store, shielding her eyes from the sun. "Tom Brown, you're late for breakfast," she hollered, her voice carrying across the ridge. "What have you got tucked in your shirt there, looking like a lump of coal?" Tom just grinned and lumbered up the wooden steps. Rosemary's scolding died on her lips. As Tom's hand emerged, the so-called lump of coal revealed itself to be the most delicate, shivering, blue-eyed Siamese kitten she had ever seen. The little creature looked up at her, let out a tiny questioning squeak, and burrowed its face back into the warmth of Tom's palm. Rosemary's expression softened instantly. The stern lines around her mouth vanished, replaced by a look of pure wonder and compassion. "Oh, Tom," she whispered, her voice cracking just a little. She reached out a tentative finger and stroked the kitten's tiny head. It was as soft as dandelion fluff. "You poor, poor little thing. Where on earth did you find her?" Tom just shrugged, a silent admission that it didn't matter where she came from, only that she was here now. Rosemary took over immediately. "Well, don't just stand there letting her catch her death," she said, her voice now filled with a bustling, motherly energy. "Bring her inside this instant. I'll warm up some milk. Not too hot, just a little. And we'll need a box with some old towels by the fire. She needs to get warm right away." Tom followed his wife into the cozy warmth of the general store, a wide, satisfied smile spreading across his face. He watched as Rosemary, a woman who could haggle a traveling salesman down to his last button, completely melted. "We'll call her Sugar," Rosemary declared, cradling the kitten against her apron. "Because she's just the sweetest thing, and she's come to sweeten up our lives." Tom didn't say a word. He just leaned against the doorframe, watching his wife fuss over their new family member, and knew that home had just gotten a whole lot warmer. Breakfast could wait. This is a wonderful example of how the toughest exteriors can hide the softest hearts. The arrival of this tiny kitten, Sugar, revealed the deep well of kindness within both Tom and Rosemary. It's a beautiful reminder that compassion can be found in the most unexpected places. What do you think they'll name her next cat? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more heartwarming tailies.